Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about um, how to evaluate the average stock price, or any investment, but the average return. So most people, when they think about a stock, if it fluctuates from year to year, let's say from the first year it makes, let's say in the first year it makes 10%, and then the second year it makes 8%. And then in the third year, it makes 0%, right? Most people would think, your average return would be the sum of these and divided by 3, right? So the 18 divided by 3 is 6%. And I'm going to show you eventually that this actually is not the right way to calculate average stock rate increases. Because what happens is, let's do it. So let's say you have $1,000 that you initially invest, right? And then for 1 year you make 10%, and the next year you make 8%. Whoops, what did I even do there? Here we go. That's going to be there we go. Okay, and so the next year you make 8%, and then the last year you make 0%. So that's just the one there. When you multiply all this out, you get 1188. So yeah, now I'm going to show you that if you plug in this average 6%, you won't get the same thing. You get 1,000 times 1.06, right? Times 0.06, 1.06, and you get 1191. And these two are not the same thing. And you might say that that's not a big difference, and I would have to agree with you. One thing though is these three percentages that I chose aren't that crazy. This could be up to -100, right? You could lose all your money, or this could be up to, it can be up to anything, right? Your rate of increase could be anything. So if those fluctuated more, then this difference illustrated here would be even more pronounced. And as time goes on, this is only 3 years, but as time goes on, this effect gets compounded and even more pronounced. So because of that, I'm going to show you how it really should be calculated. So what happens is, what you want to do is, we want, like right here, what we did was we plugged in our average, right? So what we want is to say 1,000 times the average times the number of years to the third gives us the correct answer, this 1188. That makes sense, right? So this is the number we're looking for. And the way to do it is, let's divide by 1,000. So average to the third power gives us 1188 divided by 1,000. So now, what we can do, if you remember these rules of algebra, I'll explain it in just a second in case you forgot. But you can multiply both, or put both of these sides to the power of 1/3. Sorry, that's a little unclear. This is the average to the third, all to the 1/3 power. So now what you have, and this is the rule of algebra I was talking about. This, the 3 and the 1/3 cancel, because anything to the third, to the 1/3 power, goes just to the first power. So then you just have an average over here. That's like saying 2 squared to the 1/2, right? Because this would be 4 to the 1/2 is 2, right? So they're canceling, you just get whatever's on the inside, and that's what we did here. So over here, you have 1188 divided by 1,000 to the 1/3. And this is actually our final answer. I know it doesn't look very satisfying, so I'll show you the last step. If you look, you have that ratio up here essentially. It's 1188 divided by 1,000 gives you these numbers, right? So let's take this side and this side and divide by 1,000. And what are we left? We're left with this stuff. So I'll show you right down here. 1188 then equals 1.08 times 1 times 1,000. So what I do is, then you can divide by 1,000 on both sides, and then you get 1188 divided by 1,000 is equal to 1.1. Sorry, that should be a point, that should be a decimal down here. 1.08 times 1. And the crazy part is this part now can be substituted in up here. So like right up there, see? So now our average is equal to 1.1 times 1.08 times 1 all to the 1/3 power. And this right here, this is our final answer, and it's pretty interesting. So what it says is your average price is equal to your prices multiplied by each other, all to the power of 1 over however many years you had. This is called the geometric mean. So the geometric mean is the mean you want in this situation. But, this stuff we did here, this is an arithmetic mean, and it doesn't work right for compound interest. So if you're evaluating stock price fluctuations over years, then you want to use geometric means. And just to prove it to you, I'll plug this in, and then I'll do it finally. So then, let's see, 1,000 times our average, right? So 1.1 times 1.08 times 1. This right here, I think I'm probably going to use too many parentheses, so 1 second. Here we go. Let me erase this. I don't remember I didn't do that. Okay, so this to the 1/3. That's our average. Now that to the 3rd, because that was our definition. Right here. Right, we said 1,000 times the average to the 3rd should give us our final answer. And then, so that's what we did. Oh, I overshot it a little bit. There we go. That's what I did here. I just plugged it in. And this will give you 1188. You can put it in your calculator if you like. You just the right answer. So again, your average is equal to APR1, so I'm going to call it x1 times x2 times whatever. Let's go like this. I think x to the n divided by 1 over n. That's the average you want. Another way to write it would be average is equal to the pi product from 1 to n of x sub n. Let's call it I equals 1. So this would be x of I, all divided by, or to the 1 over n power. And that's your final answer. This is how you use the average for geometric means and evaluating stocks.